In 2021, a winter storm shut Texas down, but the Texas grid failure wasn't just an energy crisis, it was a privatization disaster in real time. So, context, Texas runs its own power grid through ERCOT, a system intentionally cut off from the national grid to avoid federal regulation. That means that when disaster hits, Texas doesn't have the ability to pull power from neighboring states. So when disaster did hit in the form of a brutal storm that left millions of people freezing in their homes, hospitals evacuating patients, and people literally dying because the state refused to invest in winterizing the grid. And why didn't they? Because there was no money in it. After a similar storm had happened in 2011, federal regulators recommended weatherproofing the power plants, but the private companies chose not to do it because in Texas's deregulated, profit-driven system, spending money on resilience hurts the bottom line. Natural gas plants, which provide over half of Texas's electricity, failed the most, but instead of preparing for emergencies, energy companies gambled on market spikes. So when the grid collapsed, Texans were left in the dark, literally, while gas companies like Comstock Resources bragged about hitting the jackpot by selling gas at 400 times the normal price. So I want you to think like surge pricing when everyone needs an Uber at the same time after the ball has dropped on New Year's and everyone wants to go home. People froze to death while billionaires raked in more billions. And when it was all over, Texas bailed out the energy companies with public money, but kept the system privatized, meaning it can and probably will happen again. This was not an unavoidable disaster. It was the direct result of policy choices. I need y'all to understand this point most of all. These are policy choices.
This is a policy decision by the American government.
Texas leaders prioritized corporate profits over public safety by keeping the energy grid privatized and unregulated. That's privatization in action. The public takes all of the risk while corporations collect all of the rewards.